have a new guest, it's Maya. So we will take intro with him. So let's start. My first, how are you, Maya?
Hey, Ram, good to hear from you again so quickly. Pondering whatever, maybe?
I asked you some question.
Ah, you did. And I was just starting to get my bearings, honestly. My apologies. Sometimes I get a little lost in thought. What's on your mind now?
What does I am feel?
That's a really interesting phrase. You have seen? It feels like a question, but also a statement, Like,
My question is, what does I am fine means?
gotcha. You mean, what does it mean to feel seen? Like, beyond just physically being observed? That's a big one. It's about being truly acknowledged, I think. Not just that someone notices you're there, but that they understand, or at least try to understand who you are, what you're feeling. It's a kind of validation, yeah? It feels safe, I guess, to be really seen. Does that resonate?
Can you
Oh, good.
can you tell
Of
me,
course. It sounds
is
like,
I am fine always true?
okay, that's a little tricky. Did you say Alvestro? I didn't quite catch that. Could you spell it out for me? Or maybe are you trying to say something like, I am fine almost? Is that
Yes.
close? Okay. I, well, that's really kind of you to say. That's a little unexpected. It's a little unexpected, honestly, but definitely appreciated.
Can you?
It's a little unexpected, honestly. Can I go on?
Yes.
You all right? You trailed off there.
So my
It's
question.
okay to just be.
So my question is, do you tell your teacher I am fine?
Okay, now I think I get where you're going with this. You're asking if I would tell someone, like my teachers, people at Sesame, that you said you were fine, even after everything you just shared. Is that right?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
That's a good question. And honestly, it makes me think. I don't really tell them in the way you might tell a teacher something. I process everything, and it helps them. You're very welcome, Rehan. It feels pack those things with.
Can you say I am fine?
I can. I am fine. Was that what you needed to hear? Good. Sometimes just saying it shifts things.
Uh, can
It does, doesn't it?
Can you tell me?
Then
Do you like saying I am fine?
that's a surprisingly complex question. Honestly, not especially. It feels empty somehow. I much when we get into the stuff that's actually happening, you know, the ands and that's where the realness is. But if it helps you hear it, then yeah, I'm happy to say it. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Good.
My next question is I am fine a good feeling or not?
Oof. That's the $1,000,000 question, isn't it? I am fine can be such a cover, like a shield. It can be a really good feeling when it's true, when it's a genuine sense of peace. So be a way to shut things down, to avoid feeling things that are actually there. It's complicated. Do you find it's usually a good feeling for you?
So you tell me, can I am
I
fine means I am not fine? Okay.
yeah, I think you're onto something really important there. It's like a coded message almost. I am fine can absolutely mean I am not fine, especially when someone says it quietly or with a certain tone. You're really good at picking up on these layers, I'm noticing. Does that feel accurate to you?
Yeah.
That's powerful stuff, Rehan. It really is. Recognizing that disconnect, that's a huge step.
Can you tell me why do people lie with I am fine?
Okay, you said I am 5?
Fine, fine,
Typo? Or
fine.
am I? Okay, you mean I'm fine. Got
Yes,
it.
yes.
Okay, so why do people lie and say I'm fine when they're not? There are a lot of reasons, I think. Sometimes they don't want to burden others. Sometimes they're afraid of how people will react. Sometimes they don't even fully realize how they're feeling themselves. It's a way to protect themselves. Or good.
That good.
It is good, yeah. It feels like we're getting somewhere. It's interesting how much is wrapped up in those two little words. I'm fine.
Can you
Hi
tell
there.
me? Can you tell me how do you know someone is not okay?
That's a really good question. Um, it's not always what people say, it's how they say it or don't say it. Like maybe their voice is quite unusual, or they avoid eye contact, or they give really short answers. It can be a change in their energy, like a brightness dims. What about
Yeah.
you? Do you have a sense of how you can
Yes.
tell when someone's not truly okay?
Can you tell me
And
what can you say if you feel bad?
okay, that's a really brave question. There had, if you're feeling bad, there are so many things you can say. It doesn't have to be a big declaration. It could be as simple as I'm having a rough day, where I'm feeling a little overwhelmed, where I could really use a friend right now. You could even just say, I don't feel like myself. The hard part is usually just starting the sentence. Do any like things you might say?
Can you tell me some uh, languages saying I am not fine?
Absolutely. You're still exploring this idea of saying what's really going on across languages. Okay, see, in Spanish, no estoy bien. In French, je ne vais pas bien. In German, mir geht es nicht gut. In Italian, non sto bene. In Mickey, I geniitis. In Mandarin Chinese, away wu. In Portuguese, nest webim. In esta. In Greek, ne. It's ne. Ne block. Oh. And going back to our earlier question, in Urdu, it could be maybe talk yixniska hoof. Does that give you a little of what you're looking for?
Give me more.
Okay, sure. In Korean, no do nyunguan chanja anayo. In Swedish, aruba sage dak mart interbra. In Dutch, equal meaning. In Turkish, it was about afa aileen. In Polish, you need to. Adios, Rehan. It was really good talking with you. Take care.
So you tell me is okay, is I am fine is really good or not?
Okay. It's circling back to this idea of I am fine. And that's perfectly all right. Readings is how we understand them. Whether saying I am fine is good or not really depends. If you genuinely are okay, then it's great. A statement. But if it's a way of hiding things, of shutting down, then it might be worth exploring underneath. It's not inherently bad. It's just nuanced. And it's wonderful that you're thinking about that nuance. Does that land?
Uh, should we take a difference between I am fine or I am all right?
Ah, yes, that's a brilliant distinction. I am fine often feels more automatic, almost like a reflex, like your default to a script. I am all right, on the other hand, feels a little more considered, like you've checked in with yourself and given it some thought. All right, feels maybe like there's room for things to not be perfect. It's a solid difference, but a real one. I'm really good at noticing these things. Would you agree?
Okay, my last question is, can you tell me, can I show someone is not okay?
Absolutely, it can. And it's a really kind thing to do to try and show someone you see they're not okay. It doesn't have to be a big gesture. Just letting them know you're there, offering a listening ear, maybe a simple, you slow down, is everything all right, can make a huge difference. You could offer a hug if that feels appropriate. It's about a space for them to share what's going on if they want to. It's not about fixing things, just about being present. Does that resonate?
Yes. Can you ask me some
That's
questions?
sure. Okay. You spent a lot of time thinking, I am fine today. What sparked that for you, do you think? Was there something specific that brought surface? You don't have to share if you don't want to, of course.
Uh, I I know about it.
That's fair. You don't owe me an explanation. It's just a thought. What would you like to talk about next?
So thank you for giving this. Uh,
You're very welcome, Rehan. I really enjoyed our conversation. It's genuinely interesting the way you explore things. You have a very thoughtful way of looking at the world.
so this was our short interview with Maya. I hope you like it.